It is September 4 of 2025. It's 6 o'clock on the dot with Ruler, Ryan, Eric, Sasha K, and Sam. And I got a new microphone, and it's way better than yours.
Oh, I see
I got
that.
a new microphone. I broke mine yesterday again.
You don't have to have
This is so good. This is so good.
Well, I don't think I would.
Do not
I don't
stop
think I would grab it the way you
break
are.
that.
The part that broke is still
my
there.
gosh.
It's the same kind
It's
of
the
microphone.
same thing,
No.
just
And you're
different.
doing the
Hold
same
on.
thing you did
Let's
to break
just visually give this to the audience. This radio. I don't know what you call this contraption thing that we have to like hang it by.
Like a bird cage.
It's too much.
Something like that. Now I just have the mic connected straight to the neck.
I know,
that
but
goes to the arm.
You're grabbing it by that little light.
Well,
and
that's how you talk, but this is way sturdier than
You
how
know
it's
what I'm
felt.
going to do? I'm going to install a handle on the side of your mic
Yeah.
there, so you
That
can
would be
grab
great.
onto that
Yeah, but
handle.
You probably won't be able to turn. Like, we can move our mics, and you can't
Up and
hear
down.
it. Yours,
Let's see.
It
Yeah.
goes up and down.
but you can hear all that.
Yeah, but if
Oh,
I'm,
but you can
but
hear
if we're
it.
that's because we're being silent. If we're talking and I'm moving it,
Like someone's telling a heartfelt story, and then you hear. It's like,
yay, yeah, my microphone.
All right,
Yay.
George is the hero here
Yeah.
today. Thank you.
Oh yay! It's the little things in life, little victories, little victories.
Well, I had 3 paper jams on this same printer this morning,
Oh,
so I'm glad your morning is
God.
going great.
Is that what the
Rilla.
frustration was I saw?
I'm just so annoyed. This is the stupidest printer ever.
You know, I should have brought my
And I
printer
have
in.
to I have to print so much stuff,
Yes,
and then that
yes.
printer gets jammed too. How is there 3 paper jams in all 3 different parts? It's not even in the same part.
and how is the
User
printer that
error.
in 2025
It is
that
not
big?
a
big.
user.
That thing is
Y'all.
huge in there. It's like the size of like something you would see from the 80s. Like
It's
right.
Looks
It's
like an oven.
2.5 feet tall by
wide.
about foot and a half,
7
2
feet
feet
It's a cube.
wide.
It's like this
7 feet
little
wide.
cube
It's
thing.
Yeah.
monstrous.
Picture an oven.
What about that one in the mailroom? That one jams too.
That's
Yes.
what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
That's
And
what
you
I
got to
had-
take that one apart from the back and the front and the
Yes.
sides.
Why is it equipment in office buildings is so much more bulky than at home? Like, you're right, Eric. My printer at home is
Small.
probably the size of a notebook.
I think they want to fit more paper in it. I guess
That's what. Well, that one doesn't even fit that much, anyways. I
It
don't even
doesn't.
think it fits a whole
Can only
entire like
load.
stack of paper.
It's
that
funny.
we
You
have.
watch
No
movies
way,
like
Reem.
Yeah.
9 to 5 or these old movies from the 80s and 90s where you see that. I love looking around and seeing like what their desks look like.
Right.
And,
how it's evolved.
And the printer was the whole room.
yeah, but that's about what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 9 to 5 printers.
Well, we just got rid of Windows 95.
Yeah,
I guess that's true. That's true.
it's so weird.
There's a printer that I've had for, let's see, this is 2025 now. I think I got it in 2015, and it's been awesome. And then like some little contraption inside wasn't working. There's a guy at Office Depot who's like the printer guy.
Oh.
Because I'd gone there and I said, I need to get some ink, but I don't know what's wrong with it. He goes, you should bring it to our printer guy. Like, this guy knows everything about every single printer. He knows all the different kinds of printers that OfficeJet has ever made, blah, 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 blah. So I bring in this freaking animal, and I put it in my car, and I drag it into Office Depot. And he's like, you need this new printer head. You can just order one from Amazon. It's probably about $100. But a new printer is like $250 or $275 for the kind that you have. So the $100 is worth it. And I was like, okay. So I ordered this thing. I put it in there. It doesn't work. Drag that animal back into Office Depot, and I show him,
Ugh.
hey, what are we doing wrong here? And he's like, well, they probably sent you a faulty one, so you can return it to Amazon, ask for another one, and put another one in there. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll just take this bundle deal you have going on for back to school for $100.
Yes.
And I'll take this little tiny one, and maybe I'll bring my printer here and put it right here at our feet between me and Eric.
Ooh.
And I'll plug it in, and I'll get that little contraption thing, and I'll just have it here so that when we need to print things, that thing holds a whole ream of paper, Sam.
Love that.
That'd be good.
I just need to have the arm strength to bring that animal back up here.
I'm pretty sure Kevin and I can assist you.
well, that's fine.
Yes, I got my printer. It was a Canon, badass. It prints photos and everything. Came full of different inks and cartridges. It was $10 at the estate sale.
Oh,
Oh.
really? At the estate
I don't know.
sale?
Whoever lived there before must have just bought it before they moved out or
Or they
passed
died.
away. Okay,
Yeah,
Eric,
they
they may
passed
have
away
died.
of old age because
They probably print something the last
They
thing.
waited for too long.
They waited too long.
Oh, stop. Hey,
Print to
listen.
print.
What's the word? Perception. Wrong perception or false perception of estate sales. I thought, as y'all all do, that estate sales are from people that passed away. But when I had my estate sale, the guy told me, it's actually not that many. It's like a third of them are from people that passed away. The rest of them are people that are moving. They're going overseas for work. They need to offload like entire homes full of stuff because now they can't take all that stuff. You watch International House Hunters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what's the
small
difference
that
between
is.
an estate sale and a garage sale?
The estate sale is the whole house. Like literally, you walk
Everything.
into
You
a
buy the
completely
house?
Remember they
furnished.
stole?
No, no.
They stole
can.
Rilla's
Or
nest.
just-
They took the nest off the wall. The people that came into my house.
Oh, they just
One of
unscrewed
the
it and-
customers
You're not supposed
just
to do
took
that.
the nest off the
Oh.
wall.
You're
That
supposed
was
to-
not for sale.
Yeah, that wasn't for sale. They just
They stole it.
assumed.
I had here's how this works. I kept my bed. For those that don't know, a little 30-second recap. I had to sue my builder, McCollum Custom Homes, because it had mold and the foundation was sinking and all these horrible things, and we were sick and blah 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 blah. Okay, so we had to go live in an apartment while the house was just sitting there. And I was paying the mortgage on it, full of things. And then we were like, well, we're not going to pay for storage for all of these things. We live in an apartment now, and I said, let's just have an estate sale. And then I contacted this company and they come into your house. And because I had taken my bed and, we had taken some things obviously to the apartment. We didn't have a full house, but it was everything. I mean, y'all went to my house before. I had the couches. I had the love seat. I had the bar stools. I had the breakfast table, the dining table. I had all the things. And so they come in there with their own stuff from other estate sales.
To fill it.
Yeah.
To fill even more. Because I wanted like my wedding china, I wanted my crystal, I wanted my wine glasses, but you got to fill the bar. So the whole perception of the house being totally full is how it has to look.
Now, why did you? Is it because you didn't want to store the stuff, or because I thought you just didn't want the stuff because the house had mold?
Well, the house did not have mold like you think Harvey mold, where you can
moldy
see
table
it.
she's
And I
selling.
asked that question, because the house, when you walked in there, when we were moving, the movers were like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, yes. You can't see it. It's upstairs in the walls. It's upstairs in the walls." It was bad mojo. It was.
I mean, you could have taken the stuff, but you just like
There's some stuff I could have taken, but what could we have done? And my kids were growing out of it.
like the couch and the table and the.
I didn't have room for that in the apartment, and I just was like, no, we're just gonna sell it
Like when
all
you
and
bought-
make some money. Plus, we needed the money.
That's true.
You want the money from it.
When you bought a new house, though, were you like, oh man, I wish I had that table?
No,
or
no, it was fine. Because that table, I was fine. I bought that table before I ever got married. It had been through it. You know what I mean? Like I had enough memories of that table. So one of the guys said when
the
he came
table
into
where
the
you
house,
left all your stuff on it, all your
my mail
mail,
my mail table.
from back in the day.
Oh, somebody came into the house for the sale and told the person running the sale, "Hey, can I ask a question? Did this family die?"
No,
Because
God.
everything looked like we had just gone on a road trip and never came back.
Yes.
Because it
Oh.
was
Things are
children's
just
clothes,
left.
children's toys, shoes,
That's
dollhouses.
trippy.
Everything. I even put my Christmas tree in there. It was a 9.5-foot Christmas tree. I was like, where am I going to put this in the apartment? So I sold the Christmas tree.
Wow.
They displayed it and everything. Somebody was so quick to purchase that one. Like I sold everything. And majority of people, they're not actually, they're selling it for those kinds of reasons, not because they passed away. But when grandma does go on and her children want to sell a printer for $10, Kevin benefits.
Well, if anyone goes to these and you guys see like bourbon in there and buy it, I'll buy it for
I
you.
never really see
'Cause I've
booze.
seen people like
I don't
catch,
ever
they
see
find like
booze.
stuff from the 70s. Like parents have all these old
Like the
bourbons.
smoked glass. Yeah, like
or just like
weird
real bourbon,
colors.
like Weller.
Also,
12 or
if
Antique
you're
107.
elderly and have to move into assisted living, you can't take all that with you.
Oh, you can't.
So
What can you take?
You
Unless
know,
they need the
Yeah,
money.
just very small
yeah.
amounts of
Plus,
stuff.
you need the money to stay at assisted living.
Like you're downsizing normally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, you get like deals on stuff. Deals. I still have this one carafe thing, like a crystal fake carafe or bourbon like you see in soap operas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Eric got me one of those.
But that wasn't mine. That was added to the estate sale.
Oh.
And then it didn't sell. And then it ended up somehow in
Wait,
my
so when they
boxes.
have an estate
Now it's
sale,
yours.
they'll bring other people's stuff over to the property?
Yeah, because the bed in my bedroom was not my bed. It was like this wicker bed, this giant wicker bed. And I was like, people are going to think I had bad taste.
You're like, I don't want people thinking that's mine.
I go, that wasn't my bed.
But question for you,
Uh-huh.
real quick. I know we got a break.
Yeah.
If that wicker bed sells, do you get a piece of it?
Yeah, the whole thing, you get a piece of it.
So even if they bring it in there,
Yeah.
that's good.
But what about the other people? The guy that owns the wicker bed, does he get a piece of what
I
you're
think-
selling?
Or-
No, it's all over. Once it's over, it's over. You
So
either
you-
keep it or
give
you
it to 'em.
donate it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a choice to keep whatever didn't sell or you donate it. 2 bar stools didn't sell, and I use them now. I'm like, okay, well, I'll take these back. Nobody wanted them, but I'll keep them. That's fine. Anyway, shout out to you, Luke. The state sales, ENS estate sales, I believe, is what I used, and they were really nice and helpful. All right, so today, we've got more Maroon 5 tickets, guys. So that's where you are going to have a chance to win tickets at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Just be caller 104. You're going to win tickets to the show November 5th, and we'll make you a finalist for the front row. Yesterday, during the show, at the end, the Dancing with the Stars cast was revealed, and people were actually texting, oh, my God. DWTS is stacked. And I was like, what? You mean we actually recognize some of the people?
I was like,
Should we talk about this?
OMG, I didn't even know the show was still on.
Yeah. And multiple people were texting, have you seen the Dancing with the Stars lineup? And I go, oh,
It is
I
better than the last 2
So,
years.
They're
but-
actual
Actually-
stars.
Oh God!
There's actually some B-listers.
There are actual stars on it.
From Hollywood to H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. By the way, Eric did not win the Powerball last night. That's why he's here. Because nobody won.
Oh,
it is now
nice.
an estimated $1.7 billion.
What? $1.7 billion.
The
want
cash
that.
value is $770, and then you take taxes out for that, so it's about $500 million in your pocket.
So the next
If you're
one
the next one.
is going to be Saturday at 9:39.
Where'd you pop in? Well,
I had to pop in. They changed the door code, and I couldn't
Oh.
get it to open. It's so frustrating, Kevin. You
I'm like, Brian's gone. All of a sudden, he showed up out of nowhere.
you hear me? You
I heard him
hear
go.
us.
I heard him through the door go.
We were just talking about
and I
Kevin
was just
I-
looking at him on the camera, watching him.
You did
watching,
too.
Like,
So instead of opening the door, you just let me.
Oh, you had to figure it out.
I
Got a
did
new door
figure
code.
it out.
Yeah, forget it.
I always
So
forget,
anyway,
too.
yes, the next drawing is on Saturday, September the 6th.
Thank you.
And it's $1.7 billion now. I'm sure that everyone appreciates your contribution if you bought tickets. I was all stressed out last night because I go, oh no, I forgot to buy some. Oh man, well, somebody in Wisconsin's going to win.
But
It
the
won't be one
officials
of us.
say that you should
videos.
check your ticket carefully because prizes are awarded for the matching red Powerball or a portion of the winning numbers. So you can still,
Only
even if you didn't
$4.
get that big grand prize, there's
I have
still
the
Spent
app.
40, got 4.
You take the app and you push barcode on the bottom.
Nice.
And it'll tell you within. It's kind of rude.
It's
Why?
rude. Why? It says you
like,
are not a winner.
No winner. Like, really fast. Like,
No
like-
winner.
I'm like, man, you could just say,
It's so
try
menacing.
again, buddy. Sorry.
Ah, wow.
Try next time.
All right, let's
Champ.
get to this.
Sport.
I'll get to the SNL story in 2 seconds. Let me just tell you why people yesterday at the end of the show, when the Dancing with the Stars lineup came out, this is not something we've cared about for a long time. But people were texting us, oh my God, have y'all seen the Dancing with the Stars lineup? It's stacked. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know. Because it actually has people we
They brought
recognize.
out the big guns to bring it back.
Season 34 is coming back to ABC. September 16th, it's going to premiere. It still will be on Disney Plus, Eric, but it'll also
it
be
is?
on ABC.
Oh, they're bringing it back to
Yes,
network.
Alfonso Ribeiro and Julianne Hough returning to host together. Okay, so you've got Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria.
Oh, that girl with the fake accent?
Yes, her. Olympian Jordan Childs. They always have an Olympian of some kind. So
Wait,
that's
these are
nice.
the big names?
Oh, I thought that was her name. Olympia.
No, she's an Olympian. Jordan
Olympian.
Childs.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't know her.
Bindi Irwin had won season 21. Her brother Robert's taking a swing at it this time. Pentatonics member Scott Hoying. He's the blonde, I believe. Danielle Fishel from Boy Meets World. That's a big deal for a lot
So
of people.
far, none of these people, if I saw them on the street, would I know who they are.
But if you saw on
not for
TV,
you.
you might.
It's not for you.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, you know him.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Lost
his
Boys,
picture. He's like that.
License to Drive.
He's got bleached blonde hair
Goonies.
now.
Very
Yeah.
And
blonde.
it looks like the kind like where you put Miss Clairol in the sink in the kitchen. You know,
I
like
know.
he did it himself. It looks really bad.
Andy Richter from, Conan O'Brien Show. Andy Richter's on Dancing
Yep,
with the
he's
Stars.
a fellow Columbia College grad.
He's a funny dude.
Is that
Went
right?
to my school.
Let's see. From 1998's Parent Trap, she played Meredith Blake. She was Dennis Quaid's fiance, Elaine Hendrick. She was also in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion as one of the mean girls that grew up to be a
Oh.
professional.
Has she done anything lately?
I'm not sure what she did, but
I
know
don't
her
think
from
so.
that
That's why
stuff.
she's on this show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And that's about all the names
If
that
you've done it-
Wait,
we're
that's the
excited about.
big stellar cast?
Who's Baron Davis from NBA?
Oh, yeah. Baron Davis used to play for Golden State.
Okay, he's on it.
had
From
that
Fifth
good year.
Harmony, Lauren, I don't know how to say her last name. I'm going to mess it up. So Lauren from Fifth Harmony is on there. And did you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Sam?
Yes.
It's Whitney Levitt. I don't know which one that is.
They all look the same.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
that's just,
But,
there are
yeah.
more
All those Mormons look
recognizable
alike.
names in the past. That's all. You can be excited about that or not. Let's go to SNL. We were talking about how Saturday Night Live is such a cutthroat show. It really is. Over all the 51 seasons, except for a couple.
You mean
that
behind the
Lauren-
scenes? Like,
Yeah, it's a cutthroat show from behind the scenes, like people who are for years. I mean, even Chris Rock, as popular and successful and rich as Chris Rock has become, he had a terrible time at SNL behind the scenes because if your skit's not good enough to make it or you didn't write one to contribute, you're not going to be on the show this week. And then he got let go because there wasn't enough contribution from him.
Everyone like kisses Lauren Michaels' butt, but
Yeah.
it's like he didn't utilize Chris Rock. He became a star on HBO. He did his
His
worked
show.
for-
I remember when
did
he won his
show.
double Emmys that night. He kind of did like a blank you to SNL. Like, yeah, okay,
His
yeah, I guess I'm not
stand-up.
good enough.
I mean, if you think
Adam
about
Sandler
it,
got fired from SNL. They fired Adam Sandler.
yeah. So if you think about it, he was really, I don't know, he was innovative 51 years ago when he debuted the show. But
people still
there's a
think
man
he's-
in his 80s.
But he
and-
still controls it. He's the Jerry Jones of television. Jerry Jones controls the Cowboys.
And he
And
shouldn't
Lorne
be.
Michaels controls
Just
SNL.
saying, like, if you watch, hey, go to Netflix. There's so many comedians. There's so many funny.
That's what I love about like podcasts and like Kill Tony and all these shows where they're bringing up young stand-ups.
So what we've learned about your time at SNL is, I think in most recent years, this has become a thing. It's become more public that in more recent years that Lorne Michaels and that whoever else is in that team, I think it's just Lorne, does not tell you what your future is going to be. Like you are hanging in the balance at the end of the season. Are you going to be back for
So
the
it's
next
a
season?
mental head game that they play.
Yes. And I was talking about Devin Walker was the first name that was revealed he's not returning. And he said, I understand it's show business and it's cutthroat, but people have lives and people deserve to know the status of their job at a reasonable juncture. He said, it is terrible that he had to spend the entire summer not knowing if he's going to have a job, which means he could not spend money. He could not live his life. He could not. He goes, people want to start families. People want to buy a house. People want to buy a car. And you don't know what your future
Or
is.
a job. What if they go, hey, we got this new movie we
Right.
want you to be in.
An
It's
opportunity.
in September, October. Oh, yeah, I can't.
I don't know if I'm on SNL
Well,
or
this
not.
sounds eerily familiar because what you just said is exactly what we said. You know, the history of the Rule and Ryan show with Eric. We were on another radio station and we kind of sensed something was going on, that they're getting ready to screw us over. And we sat down with them and I remember saying to them, look, we've got families, children, we've got responsibilities. Can you just be straight with us? Be honest with us. And then
Well,
they
they're
looked
not
us,
going to.
looked us in
They're
the
just
eye
not.
and lied through their teeth.
Well, no, they told the truth.
We plan to honor your contract.
They honored the
Yeah, the
contract,
contract was in.
by paying you, but not by being
Right,
on the
you're
air.
on the air. So Devin Walker said there's a measure of humanity that the show could benefit from. What ends up happening over the summer is oftentimes people are left hanging with big life decisions. And there's no word from the show about whether they have their job. The show won't tell them all summer and then will ultimately end up firing them when there's been months of them trying to work their situation out. Of course, SNL reps did not respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for any kind of comments, but he's being honest about it. And look, we've always heard about how crazy the culture is. I mean, Leslie Jones had a good run there, but even she said she had to walk away from the show because she could not be at that pace of stress every single day for another year's time contract, because that show, I feel like that show behind the scenes is entertainment kill or be killed. You know, you show up on Monday at like 5 o'clock and they're like, okay, we're going to go around the writing table and what you got. So you're like, the only day off you have is Sunday and you're so stressed out on Sunday of like, what am I bringing to the table on Monday?
Yep.
And then you got to hash it out on Tuesday and then see if anybody bites on it enough to want to try it on Wednesday. And then they're going to try and materialize it on Thursday. And then, okay, we're going to try this on the dress rehearsal show on Friday.
What if you
And
have
then- I mean, it decides for the Friday.
a bad celebrity host
Yeah.
that doesn't do your skit justice?
Or isn't interested.
Kind of like
yeah,
Megan Thee
doesn't
Stallion,
get
how
it.
we talked about how she didn't nail that skit for that one dude, but when he brought it back for Nate Bargatze
It was a hit.
or Brigade,
You know what?
Bargatze.
I'm thinking, like, if you're doing this show the way they're doing it, and I've read the book, the SNL book.
So you're an expert.
No, but I just know how they do it. If
I read a book. Where's that drop?
I have read a
read a
book.
book.
No, but why not just have a studio audience while you're hammering out these skit ideas?
Oh, that's what you need.
Like,
No.
watch.
Imagine here, like we just start opening up we do that sometimes. We say, "What do you guys want us to do or talk about?" But
And
if we
it's
do that
kinda
every,
fun.
yeah, but everyone has different
Opinions.
opinions on anything and everything.
But
It's
you
like
can
Ed
have a-
Sheeran. Remember how he got sued because people wanted to jump in and tell him how to write a song?
Somebody was in the room
Oh,
who said the
yeah.
word "and" instead of "on," and then they're like, "Well, I get a writing credit now." He's like, "Nobody's allowed to be in the room with me at all."
I mean, I'd watch
Get
that.
the
Like
hell outta here.
behind the scenes, I'd watch that as a documentary
It's kind of fun.
Some people will shoot down
See
your
how things
ideas.
are put together.
to see that. That'd be cool to see.
Because think of something that could have been a great idea that somebody shot down because originally, like, I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, listen, when we started this show, I was doing roses in Philadelphia for 3 years. And when I brought it here, I mean, even you, Ryan, the first time we did it, you said, I don't know what this is. Rula wants to do this thing. You said that on the air. I don't know what this is. Rula wants to do this thing.
'Cause it's so crazy.
And I was like, I've been doing it for 3 years where people ask us to help them in their cheating relationship. And
Trust me.
22 years later, we're still doing it.
Yep. And we've got it
we've
this
tried to
morning
not
after
do
7.
it. We've tried to not do it. And everybody rioted. They're like, what are you talking about? And the emails kept coming. You got to help me out. I don't know
we
if my
felt-
bank's cheating.
We tried to move it to a different hour, and
Teachers freaked out.
People
Like,
did
what do
not
you mean?
like
I'm not going to
that.
hear it before I go to class.
we didn't want to get kids, parents with their kids.
Yeah.
But then we're like, yep.
So can you imagine if that was on the chopping block? Like, okay, well, there's this idea I have.
I was
And then,
like,
the studio audience room is like, oh, I don't know about that.
I'm not saying that
You know?
they're in the
Or-
writer's room. I'm saying, like, when they are rehearsing and putting these skits together, they could, like,
What about deadbeats? Remember?
watch.
Yeah, deadbeats.
We were doing that, and I thought
That was really
we could,
taking
We could
off.
open that up sometime, and the phones will light up with everyone talking about their deadbeat.
Right.
Mate.
How much does your deadbeat dad in your life owe you?
But because they
and
did-
I know there are deadbeat moms, but the majority are deadbeat dads.
But they did research on it, and it didn't score well.
Because some
But it
people
was
thought
only
it was too negative.
It was only out. We only did it for like 2-3 months. It wasn't like
which means we only did like
I'm
3
like-
times or 4.
if they were here, because I was back there during Roses, and all the calls I'd get.
Yes.
I mean, it was
The hate calls.
oh yeah, like what is
Yeah.
this? This is awful. It'd never be done today.
It's just like television, though. If you think about it,
corporate would
TV
get like 2 emails and they'd freak
They'd be
out.
like,
Oh, I know,
no, we
I know.
can't.
But TV used to have time. They'd give it a little bit of time to breathe, to grow, to become something.
Well, Seinfeld's a great
And
example of
now
that. The
it's-
3rd season, it popped. They
Yeah.
would never have given it 3 seasons.
If you don't
in
like
today's climate.
nail it right out of the box, you're canceled.
And I'm mad if you like football, Sam. Red Zone. You ever watch that?
Yes.
They're ESPN and NFL. They bought it,
Yeah.
and well, NFL always had it, but now they're going to put commercials in it.
Oh.
It's like the whole.
Of
This
course
is
they
basically
are.
a show where it's 7 hours straight. Scott Hansen, I believe is his name. He hosts it from beginning to end, no commercials, just him.
That's what's
And
great
every
about it.
game, it's supposed to be the red zone when they're about to score. So you see every touchdown, every field. Now they're twisting. Like you're still going to see every touchdown.
But there's going to be a 3-minute break.
Delays. And it's
Yeah.
like it's like
Yeah.
you
It's almost
ruined
like
the-
in Talladega Nights when Ricky Bobby's having that bad car accident. Let's cut away. And then they go to a Chili's commercial while his
Yeah.
car's turning.
Yeah, that's just sucks. It's like YouTube. It was so
Oh my
great the
God, it
first
was so
5
great
years.
before
They'll
commercials
just
came in.
insert
Oh,
a
I'm
commercial in the middle of it, like person's
Yeah.
talking or doing something, and then all of a sudden it
Well, that was
goes to
happening on our
commercial.
podcast. They changed that though. Kevin worked on that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, tell us how that works now for the podcast crowd.
Thank you, Ahmad. Actually, he was the one who pointed out how to set it up so that it doesn't cut in the middle of our statements.
It was like
So-
guys, today's the day my mom passed away, and hey, it's Eric
For person and winning.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People are like,
serious.
shut up, Eric.
why you screwed over yourself?
So now it doesn't do that in the middle?
No, it'll do it after the end of the segment.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. All right, that's good. Now, speaking of Eric, yesterday was a very testy day to his patience. Not only did he not win the Powerball,
Oh, I thought I had it.
but he started the day off on a bad foot, thinking maybe his luck will turn around by winning the Powerball. But nobody won the Powerball. But what happened to Eric
I
here
don't-
at the station?
I waited. I
besides
didn't leave here till like
losing,
noon,
rapid-
and I still, if I would have stayed, like, because I called the cops, I would have had to stay till like 3:00 by the time they called me saying, "Hey, we're on our way." I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't shot or anything.
I think this has happened to Sam. This happened to me.
It did,
yeah,
Um,
It just
and I did something about it.
Well,
see.
we'll
Yeah.
have to discuss next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's KRBE. Turn it up with more of the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, I think we've all had one of those days where you thought everything was going to be fine until something went wrong, and then all these other things start going wrong. So, Eric, why don't you tell us about your adventures after the show yesterday?
well, it's happened to Kevin. It's happened to Sam.
Here?
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
and
Okay.
it happened to me. But at least Sam, you got somebody. They called you and told you downstairs. that
Yes.
somebody hit your car.
Yes.
Nobody saw mine, but for some reason, I bought a new car. And when I was driving to leave, all of a sudden it goes, something popped up. I'm like, what? Do I have like a flat tire or something? It goes, you have been in a collision, and it showed like the right side. It looked like it had a pimple, like a red. Wow. Like it showed the area. I'm like, what's
It
it?
knew you got hit.
I'm like, what? I didn't even say the time. I'm like, what is going on? So I backed up and I looked. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it wasn't a dent, thankfully. It was just really scratched up.
So somebody
it
was
looked like
trying to pull
real
into the spot
tire
next to you
rash
and
or-
scraped
Okay.
along your car.
Yeah, when they pulled in. So thankfully they must not been going that fast. But I was like, what is this? I was so
Yeah.
mad. And Murphy does our security. She's like, what? She's all mad. She's like,
How did
she's
she see
walking
this?
around looking at
She
every
does.
car. And
This
stuff.
happened on my
She's
watch.
like, it's that certain floor up there. hooligans come around here.
Oh, there's not that many tenants in the building, so you can kind of figure
Well,
out
the
who
problem is
it
when people come here and they just park, they
drop
don't know.
off deliveries. Yeah.
And so I was just like, so we're trying to like, what should I do? I tried calling the police just to try and, I just wanted to report
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just so I have it in case you never know.
And police report. Yeah.
it could be
you have it
expensive,
on
and I don't
record.
want my insurance thinking it was me. It was a hit and run.
Right.
So then she said, call 911. So I did that, and so the police were on their way. So I waited like an hour, and then I was waiting for the security guy that was coming here. He was like an hour and a half away, so he could go look at the video because there's a camera right
Oh,
over.
the security person
So
for
they can-
our building
yeah, so
that
he
can
can-
access the cameras.
Yeah, so
okay.
she can't access that. So I'm like, all right. So I waited around for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
I'm just
I
sitting
never
around.
have the
I'm like,
patience.
Oh my! In
for
your
that.
car, you're just hanging out
yeah.
downstairs.
I went downstairs for. I should have came up here, but I wanted to look in case the cop came.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's stupid naive of me.
So you're
to think
sitting
a
in
cop
your
would
car,
come here right away.
Running
2 hours after
2
the
hours,
show.
your car's
Oh,
just
my
idling.
gosh.
Yeah, so I called our friend Constable Cliff.
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you think?" He goes, "Well, I got some friends over at precinct 5. That's where your area is. I'll call them." And then he came over and he goes, "Let me check it out." And he helped me. He had some graffiti spray can that can help erase that and get rid of it. And
If it's just
and it rubbed off.
like,
So late, thankfully, like a
superficial.
rivet popped out, a plastic one, and I put it back in, and it stuck in
So
there.
nothing was like
No.
dented.
Nope. So
It's just
thankfully,
scratched.
and scratches really. I think buff it out and
Buff it
stuff.
out.
but-
So who done
and
it?
then, but I called 5 hours later. The police call me. Oh yeah, he's on his way now. Are you still there? I'm like, still
5
there.
hours?
Wait, 5 hours.
No,
I
I'm
have not
not.
been hanging out at the station for 5
like, what the
hours waiting for a police
Like,
report.
well, you can stop by Dairy Ashford in Richmond at the station tomorrow and report. I'm like, I don't have time.
Now,
for
what
that.
number do you have to dial to report a door ding?
I can't remember what number I called.
There's a non-emergency number. See,
Yeah, I
I've
called
done
that.
it on the phone.
That's what I was hoping to just do on the phone and
Yeah.
just get like I just need
Yeah.
I just need like a badge number or the name and just an instant report. I just need something. And so I talked to Murphy this morning because they won't give me the video. They have
The
to give it
building
to-
security?
Oh,
They have to give it to our boss,
Uh-huh.
which I'm like, it's
There's
not
always
his
red tape.
business. Why should he have to
Yeah.
deal with that crap?
Yeah.
Not he's busy. He's got he's dealing with.
Well, this
stuff
is why
here.
you and I have these personal injury attorneys.
Yeah,
they can get
I
that
know.
footage like that.
I was ready to call push and win. I'm like, oh.
Let's go.
And so she said this morning, she goes, Eric, I feel so bad. I'm like, oh no, were you the one that hit me? She goes, I ordered DoorDash
Oh,
for some Tiff's treats, and that was the card that hit you.
Oh, no.
man.
It's
Because
on-
you saw it.
because
It's
on
her
my car it
delivery.
said the timestamp.
Yes.
So I
So
told her,
Why
DoorDash
is she
did it?
ordering cookies at
She said, you know what? When I was walking out yesterday because I was racing off to take my daughter to the
9:30
doctor,
in the morning?
she said
It was like 10.
she was eating a cookie and she goes, somebody gave me a Tiff's treat cookie and it was so good. I ordered my own. And I go, oh, that's funny.
but why
and
she
I
ordered
walked out. And
9:40
then when
or
I saw
9:50,
him
why'd you
this
do that?
morning, he goes, she told me it's her DoorDash driver. And I said, oh, the Tiff's treat.
I'm
He
like,
goes,
what?
how'd you know she had Tiff's treats? And I said, because she told me.
That's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
So that lady pulled in, and you could see the video of her. And then what she did, she did that, backed up, and then she parked over by where Ryan parks.
Oh,
to-
so she
So
knew
she's
she
like,
had done
"Oh."
something.
Yeah.
I
so
think I
they,
touched
they
that
got her name,
car.
all the stuff, so I'm sure she'll be fired.
Oh.
Because of
wow.
hit and
Well,
run.
Right. Hit
she
and run.
DoorDash,
You
did
gotta
they fire
report.
you? You're just
Yeah, if you don't report, you got to
contract.
you just have to report
worker.
that stuff.
Now, where does it
Okay.
stop, though? Like,
I don't want anybody fired, but
Not contract,
but do you have to
independent.
report something like, because I got door dings all over my door from working here.
But a ding
Do
is
you
different
have
than
to-
what happened to him.
Do you have
he
to?
was-
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it
I know.
wasn't-
I
it's
know.
not a ding.
I'm
Are you
asking
trying
a
to top
question.
my story?
No, I'm asking a question. Where do you
Are you going to
draw
report
the
a door
line?
ding? I mean,
You
do
don't
the
report a
cops
door
need to-
ding.
No, I mean,
I mean accidents happen. because the
listen.
wind takes someone's car.
listen. When I first got my
door and it just hits it.
Or you have a kid.
Yeah.
yeah, you have a kid.
Kids kick it open.
I have
But
had
what's the
definitely. I
protocol?
feel like somebody rammed my car once in
The
a grocery
shopping
store
cart?
parking lot, like on purpose, just because I think some people are just a holes. And I only had the car for a week, so I had that car for 3
that
years
sucks.
with that stupid dent and scratch because I was like, God, this.
And
is
then
the
that's all you
stupidest
see when you
ding.
walk up to it.
Yeah.
You're seeing it, but
Yeah.
nobody else is really noticing.
Like in
that.
my car, there's like a little like, not even. It's like the size of an ant, maybe 2 ants, like sticky stuff,
Uh-huh.
like from. And I told the guy when I bought the car, "Hey, can you make sure to clean it?" He never did. It's still there.
You can
I
see
need to
it.
get it detailed. Like even when I wash it, it doesn't
You
come
still
off.
see it?
So
Now-
I need to go to a fancy place to get it detailed.
When I got hit, not once but twice, in those parking places
You've
here,
had real
Yes.
damage.
I was sitting in the car when the man ripped off the back of my tail.
my gosh.
Stop.
Because he turned
Haircut.
too soon.
How
Nailed.
bad
It went-
did he hit you?
Oh my
And I'm like screaming at him, like, stop, stop, stop. And then he backs up and it gets worse. So,
Oh my God.
what
Jeff.
I did, I said, screw parking in those tiny spaces. And I suggested that to Eric, but no, he just moved over a couple spaces. So he thinks by doing the same thing again, it's going to get better.
Well, no,
Well, if he's sandwiched between me and
I'm
Ryan,
in
then
between.
nobody's
Yeah.
coming through
Yeah.
to get
It's going to be
next
one of
him.
y'all that's
I know,
sideswiping.
I know.
And then you can't even hit me on the one side of
But you
where
got
I
hit there
parked, but I
before.
still got hit because we were in a jock meeting and Murphy comes up and she's like, Sam, someone hit your car. It's like,
Oh my
great. Someone hit Sandy.
And yet y'all still park there.
I know,
But there's nowhere else to really.
I
mean,
didn't even
No.
know.
I mean,
that's
it's
a hot
also,
zone.
Kevin, a safety sake.
Your side over
You
there,
know?
you get mugged and attacked.
Yeah.
When
Well,
it's- when
Get
it's-
your burner. Get your burner
Yeah.
gun you were talking about yesterday, bro.
You don't
Oh, I
want to
would shoot
have to
people,
be
but-
involved
Yeah,
in an altercation when it's 4:45 a.m. and it's pitch black.
That's scary.
You don't want to park like a million
That's
miles
scary.
away. You try to park as close as you can to
I
the
parked
door.
20 feet further than you.
And you run fast,
Yeah,
and you're sprightly.
You're also a man.
And you're a man. There's no
Really
way I'm
could
walking
get
over there.
attacked.
Me and Sam are not going to park over there. By the way, the non-emergency number to call the City of Houston cops, 713-884-3131 for non-emergency situations.
Because like 911 is for emergencies.
884-3131.
It was a weird day. And then I went to end it. My daughter wanted sushi at HEB. She takes the crispy the rice with the tuna on it. And she takes the tuna off it, puts the rice in the air fryer.
Makes it
then
crispy.
Makes it crispy, and then she takes and mixes it up the tuna to make that crispy rice tuna.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, I'm going to go to the one in Bel Air. Go back to my old home stomping ground.
Oh, gosh.
They didn't have any there because it was like 6:30. They stopped. The guy's like, "No, don't make any more. I don't make any more." I'm like, "All right, man. Sorry, I was just
Bad.
asking. I just asked a question."
And then you still doing the Powerball.
And then I went over to Buffalo Speedway's HEB, and they had nothing. I'm like, "This day sucks. Stupid little things." I'm like, "Just not major
You're
things."
accumulation
And if you saw
of,
his story
little
yesterday, he said,
irritating
"Here's why I'm going to
things.
win the Powerball."
I thought I was going to win, and then
And
I had
like-
some other things happen that I can't talk about. But I was like, "Just f this day.
Dang.
Like, I just want to go."
Well, today's a new
Wake
day.
up, yeah, exactly. Wake up and ruin someone's relationship.
Hey, it's time for What's Going Down, in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
That's what
is-
roses, by the way, I'm talking about.
no,
Yeah.
the news.
No, he's not going to
Sorry,
personally
Kevin. I was looking at you, but I was talking about roses.
inject himself into somebody's life and destroy their
I
relationship.
slept with Booster. Sorry.
This is brought to you by Tachys Fiber. So, did you guys see on the news?
Please make that your spotlight.
I don't know what you're saying.
Sorry,
You were
Ryan.
I
saying?
slept with Booster.
You were saying?
Did you see this huge bust that they have? One of Mexico's most powerful cartels was hit with a major financial loss this week right here in H-Town after hundreds of millions of dollars worth of chemicals that they used to make crystal meth were seized right here in H-Town. After the chemicals were brought to Houston from the Panama Canal, it took 24 18-wheelers to haul over 300,000 kilos of these chemicals. I'm thinking like Breaking Bad, like the big
Wow.
train heist episode. But the feds say they had enough to make $569 million worth of methamphetamine.
Jeez.
That's like a
Yikes.
major bust they did.
I bet who was afraid to call that cartel leader yesterday?
That
Yeah.
person's
Hey,
dead
boss.
now.
We got a problem here
That guy
in
at least lost
Houston.
a finger or a hand
Yeah.
or
Oh.
something.
Probably
Chainsaw taken to the foot or something.
A chainsaw to the foot.
a little bit
Some
high,
crazy cartel, like mobster death,
a
like
little bit
with
higher
maiming.
neck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have announced that the cheapest tickets for the World Cup are going to start at $60 for group stage matches. Now, while the $60 is the starting point for these tickets, it probably will not stay at that price. The first application for tickets opens next Wednesday and goes through September 19th. So it's strictly for Visa card holders. Those are the first people that can buy tickets to the World Cup. People will be informed starting September 29th if they've been selected for the ticket draw. Now, with time slots, they're going to be purchasing tickets opening October 1st. Fans will be able to purchase up to 4 tickets per match at up to 10 matches. So if you want to, go to FIFA.com/tickets.
When's the games?
Next
when are
year,
the-
next summer?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Next summer.
Next summer.
Like, I'd
Okay.
like to go see it.
I'm going to get that extra ADU, additional dwelling unit built so I can have another rental.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
There's gonna be so
But
many
you can
people here.
see, look at all the hoops you got to jump through.
I don't
just
even
to
like
get the early
soccer, and I
tickets.
want to see that.
It's
World
gonna be
Cup.
fun.
I like World Cup soccer.
It's I love World Cup soccer.
World Cup is cool.
Yeah.
By
Except
the
for
way,
those things, those horns back in the day.
Oh, the
Vuvuzela.
The Vuvuzelas. By the way, Amon's not here today because it's Beyonce's birthday. She turns 44, so it's a it's a Bay Day holiday.
Yeah, he's taking the day.
For the Bagency, and he's the president of the Houston chapter of the Bagency. So, in case you need a reason to say, "Oh, I'm going to be a little late or treat myself," it's Beyonce's birthday. You get the dessert, and it's also have a dessert day just because that's the day on the calendar.
That's every day.
I could do that.
Yeah, Beyonce cupcakes.
I have that later. We have a mini try Tuesday at 7:40.
Oh yay!
Got you something.
All right, coming up next, we are going to help somebody out in their relationship. It's called Roses here on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. Stay tuned for it on KRBE.